I guess the platform is somewhere else.
Oh, hello. Who's there?
Come on, Neko. Thanks for the lift. Here, buddy. I need some help. No scanning, okay, BD? Some kind of rare mineral, I guess. Yeah, it's beautiful. Time to ride, buddy.
I'm hit. Blasters are ineffective.
Come on, Neko. No! Mount up.
Excuse me! Would you be so kind as to dispatch this beast?
We will make it worth your while.
Still here! Awaiting much needed assistance!
You're supposed to be the bark. Bark, Beamer. Bark.
Give me a stim.
Well done! What a show! Come here, my warrior friend.
I haven't seen such fighting since the championship.
We are in your debt.
What are you doing out here?
We were out looking for the biggest, strongest beasts to fight each other. Winner take all. Within our Holo Tactics game table, of course.
Holotactics, huh?
That's right. And you have just helped us gather beastly data for our game. Just as soon as we find a place to set up shop, of course.
My friend might be interested. He runs Pyloon Saloon.
Ah, yes. The saloon at Rambler's Reach.
That dump? I didn't realize it was open. Well, tell you what. We're more than happy to bring Holo Tactics to Pyloons. To liven up the place. Let us make haste, Tully Moo.
All things in their own time. Beamer.
See you around. Hey there, friend. Let's go, BD. Come on, Neko. Come on, Neko. Jump! I really need a stim.
Welcome, Jedi. The Force teaches us that what our eyes see and our hands touch is not always the truth of the world. The world bends to the will of the Force. As such, it may also bend to you.
Let's take a ride, BD.
Target spotted. Don't give him any space. Just motivates me. Yeah. Ah, the hunt.
help, please. In here, BD. Easy, Neko.
Learn to protect yourself. I'm not responsible for you. I'm gonna die here. I just know it.
I know things are pretty tough right now, but think about the old days. Remember that scrape on Dathomir, Kashyyyk?
That was a close call, and now it's even more dangerous.
I wonder what it'll be like on the other side of all this, you know? Assuming we live through it.
Welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home.
Let's wash up.
That giant piazza you sweet-talked reminds me of a time when I was out on a mountain hike with my older brother. We came across a Tibety. Ever seen one?
Yeah, those are enormous.
No kidding. Beautiful specimen. Was gonna leave well enough alone. Then, all of a sudden, the Tibety snatches my brother and takes flight. I scramble up a cliffside. Didn't want to hurt the Tibety, mind you, but I had to save my brother. threw my spear, pierced the beast straight through.
That must have been quite the throw. How'd you manage it?
What choice did I have? Brother fell, got a few scrapes. He was lucky. Wish I could have talked that tippity down. But there are some fights you just can't avoid.
Looks like I've met your whole crew, Cal. The old crew, that is. Seemed like there was some tension between you and Seer, huh?
It's always a little strange seeing someone after being apart for years.
Not too many people like that in my life. Well, that probably says more about me than you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just being caught up. That's about as much as I can handle these days. The more people in your life, the more you can lose.
How'd you two meet anyway?
All started with this merc crew I joined. Brock had been recruited a few months earlier.
On account of my good looks.
That's right. And me on account of being the smoothest thing since hut blubber. Anyways, things were good until our outfit tried to pull one over on the Empire. So we
took off and started our own thing. The rest of the outfit ended up dead or in prison.
With the car, Brock. I was telling it.
Kid doesn't need our whole life story.
Point is, Brock and I realized that we're better off just the two of us.
You know the feeling.
Hey, we're thinking of plugging fresh energy cores into the dams at Dredger Gorge. See if we can get them working again.
Not a bad idea. Where'd you learn to do that?
Old friend of ours. Top-notch engineer. Had a winning smile, too.
That he did.
Good friend to have around.
You'd think. The guy shorted us on our cut after a big take. So, Brock may have left an anonymous tip with the authorities.
Yeah.
This how you treat all your friends?
Don't you mind, Cal. Real friends like you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Hey, Monk.
Good to see you, Cal.
Ever pick up any good tips from bartending?
For starters, every client has a tell.
What's my tell?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a tell.
Fine. So what's your tell?
My incurable honesty. Remember to relax every now and then, will you? Too much tension in the coils is bad for the joints, if you catch my drift.
It was good to see you. A lot of prospectors around here. You ever tried your hand at mining prior, right?
Once. I found it enlightening. Some prospectors invited me to join them on an expedition. We descended to the mines, but when my back was turned, they fled.
They ditched you?
Yes. Alone, I calmly walked through the darkness, trusting my intuition. I found another exit.
And the prospectors?
Dead. Morocco attack. If I had chased them, I would have perished too. Always be innocent. Always go your own way. Sojourner, you smell of smoke and sand.
I should take another shower then. Talk to you later, Tulok. Hey, glad you both found Pyloons all right.
Thanks again for the invite. Name's Ash Javi, by the way.
I'm Cal. This is BD1.
Man, you didn't tell me what a dive this place would be. This saloon has wonky acoustics, weirder customers, and a barely functional refresher. It's perfect.
Can't wait to hear what you've got. Pretty sure Grease's old jukebox predates the High Republic.
We got you, Cal. Hit up DDEC if you want to hear anything specific.
I will. Thanks.
Enjoy the tunes.
Let's see here. Okay, let's listen. I'm thinking this one. Let's try this one. You know anything about the High Republic settlement off towards the swamps?
Well, of course. The whole area was devastated when the moon fell on it. You're heading there, aren't you?
Yeah. Need some information from the ruins.
Oh, watch your step. Rockfall is a big problem. Unless increasing your friction coefficient is another one of your talents. That was a physics joke.
Okay. Thanks for the warning. So how did you end up on the wrong side of the law?
After my studies, I worked in the Republic Tax Collection Agency, investigating revenue disputes.
You were a tax collector? Sounds pretty legitimate so far.
Really legitimate. But it did introduce me to a steady procession of people desperate for things to shake out in their favor, so to speak.
And you helped them out for a price.
Yes. But my fee was nothing compared to the price they paid at the hands of a corrupt system.
Whatever you say, Moran. Glad you came around to it.
It didn't make a fetching first impression. Have a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you think someone tried to crab a mollusk through a sip?
Oh, can't unhear that.
So, you wish to prick up your ears and receive the tale of Scuba?
If you're sharing stories, we'll listen.
Then you be a fool, my lad. A sordid tale will bring you nothing but grief and woe.
Okay, well, if you're not sharing stories, we'll...
Oh, fine, I'll tell you. At your own insistence, and at your own peril. My story begins in a small village on the frozen banks of Sakavita, my home world. Nights black as quillfish in it. Winters so cold, a stern look can turn you to glass.
Doesn't sound like the easiest place to grow up.
Difficult, aye. From the moment your mother's milk froze on your tongue to the moment you foundered upon frozen streets. You see, the fishes, they had the right of it. They dwelt far below the ice, where warm currents danced like ribbons in the wind. To fish so scarce a quarry, on account of the great fish famine, well, it's nearly a mild undertaking. But for all the belly-aching now, there's a peaceful enough life for a wee Sakavian with an instinct for the rod.
So you discovered your talent early.
Such a talent was I, that as a lad, me hardly spotted my first prickly chin hair. I was given an audience with Undan. But that'd be a tale for another time.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Kree's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. But that's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that. May the Force be with you, Cal.
There weren't any Zabrak hanging out in the outpost, right?
Not that I've seen.
Huh, thank goodness. Thought I was gonna have to book it for a second there.
Are there people out to hurt you?
Only always. But I owe these Zabrak quite a few credits for an incident I was involved in.
You get into a lot of trouble, don't you?
The less you know, the better. Trust me.
buddy. Hiya, Cal.
You and droids seem to get along, don't you?
Sure do. Always had trouble connecting with people. Droids are logical, easy to fix when broken. People are unpredictable.
No kidding. But once you find the right person, it gets easier.
Hope so.
Welcome, welcome! Why not step up and try your hand at Holotactics? The game of sages and warriors alike.
Garden's looking kind of respectable.